So, deep humor may get banned off of YouTube. And I'm going to say something controversial. I hope it happens. And you could be saying, why would you want that to happen? He calls out shit on YouTube. Let me explain. He is notorious for softballing YouTube. He softballs YouTube. He doesn't hit hard enough. If I was in his position and I knew how bad YouTube was, and he has the reach to go talk to massive YouTubers. He has that reach, by the way. He had people like Moist Critical, Some Ordinary Gamer, all those types of people talk about him. He could get the reach to talk to them, or to even other YouTube creators who would easily have connections to advertisers, the massive advertisers, and say, hey, Coca-Cola, hey, Honda, hey, Mitsubishi, hey, LG, or whatever, any of these major advertisement companies, and say, this is how I found your ad on the video with, I don't know, monkey torture videos, or videos involving kids that are not appropriate, stuff like that. That's what you need to do. That's the ultimate way to make YouTube learn. You have to scare the shit out of them. You have to use fear. That's just a fact. If you scare the advertisers, you can get a change. Why do you think the adpocalypse happened and YouTube changed so much? You can make them change back the way they used to be by using fear. Say, if you're a large enough YouTube creator, maybe PewDiePie should do this. PewDiePie is like the largest YouTube channel, organic YouTube channel. You can take him and say, PewDiePie, Felix, can you go and talk to these major corporations and say, hey, I found this, talk to like the CEO and film it and see his reaction, see how he freaks out knowing that it's like some weird monkey snuff video, and like in between ads showing like a Disney ad. A baby monkey getting like crushed to death or something like that. Some weird torture videos on YouTube that's still up. Or something involving kids that you clearly know it's done so those weirdos who like kids would try to, get off to it. Do that. What does deep humor do? Whenever it's something involving money or something that affects advertisers, he gets pissed. Or the way the algorithm's set up to where it doesn't, it affects him, the big YouTubers. And that's a fact. He would never bitch about the algorithm. He will never bitch about the algorithm unless it affects him. Knowing that, if he would have said, maybe we should go back to a search-based algorithm instead of using this modern day, it's trying to act like TikTok, but it sucks at it. TikTok does it right, where YouTube, it's just shit when it comes to the algorithm. Like, try to use YouTube Shorts. You get those first 4 videos you get on your home screen, you tap on, it's like, oh, it seems okay, but when you scroll, you get nothing but slop. So, they try so hard to be TikTok, but they suck at it. And because the YouTube search function is basically useless, people like this, Deep Humor, Some Ordinary Gamers, Moist Critical, they love the way the algorithm's set up because they are a de facto monopoly. Why do you think these fucking content farms, slot farms do so well on YouTube, but someone who makes like content like mine does so shit? Well, I remember making videos years ago where I could get like a decent growth in my viewership. Well, it's because it's all based off of recommendations. 95% of your traffic comes from recommendations. Not from people finding you or finding you interesting. It's just you showed up more in the recommendations. That's why. Will he talk about that? Will he... Oh, my cough. Yeah, you gotta have that human cough there, so they won't know I'm AI. So, and another thing, you won't hear him talk about the, as I said, you won't talk about the issues with the advertisers basically supporting the monkey torture videos, or the weird child exploitation videos, or any of this other content farm slop that's clearly just made for money. AI slop. And the reason why AI slop does so well, it's because the way you grow as, I don't know, a commentary channel, you have to be very, very scripted. You almost have to talk like a robot in most commentary videos. You know, those quote-unquote good ones like Turkey Tom and all that? Well, guess what? You could take his voice, copy it, and make the exact same video. It sounds just like him. Almost. You kind of tell the robot, I mean, in a way you can never really fix that issue. But that's why AI is so fucking huge on YouTube. On TikTok and on Instagram, it's just not a thing. It's not a thing. And it's because, one, the money's not there, and two, the algorithm promotes actual, like, uniqueness compared to, like, YouTube, where the algorithm's shit. And that's the reason why the search was always the best thing about YouTube. And the way you grew on YouTube was that you said, subscribe to my channel. That's how you did it. You said, hey, why don't you subscribe to my channel, give me a like, a follow, and you grow. That's how you did it back then. And you never see Deep Humor talk about that. We should go back to that system. We should go after the advertisers and say, hey, you're showing this torture videos on your ads. Or exploitation videos, or whatever you want to call it. Just fucked up videos. You would never see him do that. He always softballs YouTube. But when they do anything remotely okay, and that means it's okay, he goes to YouTube's nutsack and he sucks on them. He sucks on them so good. You would think he's a hooker. You would think he's a fucking hooker by the way he glazes YouTube's balls. I mean, kind of is. He's paid by Google. Literally. He gets money from YouTube. But he would never do that because he knows that it's the only way that other creators can outcompete him and others like him. Why do you think there's no, like, new content, like, no big person anymore? It seems like everyone seems to be more AstroTurf. It seems like fake people are coming on YouTube. It seems like they're being pushed by corporations, and it's just not organic anymore. No genuine, oh, it's just a guy with a webcam. Oh, it's just a guy talking over a video. Oh, well, it's not good quality, but I like his personality. That's not a thing anymore. That's why they tell you, oh, you gotta be this professional quality. It's gonna be this, gotta be that. Well, you know what? Guess what? The only people who outcompete you is AI and companies. You wanted, these like Deep Humor and some more gamer and Moist Critical love the system. They love the system. They just push back on when it affects them, knowing that it mostly affects everyone else. That's just a fact. I personally don't want to see Moist Critical. I don't care for his videos. I used to watch his videos, but I got tired of it because it's the same shit. Some very boring talking, just bland person. That's fine. There are people who like that. But I could watch other people too. And maybe someday I'll go back to him and watch him more. But YouTube pushes his shit on me. YouTube pushes his shit on me. It's not my fault that I get him on my on my recommendations. It's YouTube's fault. You know how you used to deal with that back in the old days of YouTube? Well, you would press a button known as unsubscribe. I had people that I unsubscribed to a long time ago because I just couldn't stand the content anymore because they become shit. But what happened was, now because subscribers don't really matter anymore, that's a fact. You know, you actually talk to people who do like YouTube, who make like a YouTube channels as like a living and sell it off for money. They say, yeah, it really doesn't matter. You just need to get that 1,000 subscribers, so you get that slight boost in the algorithm because you make money. So they want you to make more money and more views. Outside that, you don't get nothing. You know, you don't really get anything out of it. Some people even say it's better just to be a small channel, like it comes to like 1,000 minimum, because you'll always be discovered more. Bigger channels have to get less discovered than medium-sized channels. That's why these content farms do so fucking well. Because kids don't have user accounts. Kids have their parents' accounts. Kids don't understand to subscribe to somebody to follow them because they don't have to. They get recommended to them because they watch them long enough. But I don't know, Deep Humor want to talk about that shit? Does Deep Humors want to do like people like me and say maybe the best way to protest against YouTube or YouTube's shitty practices is to go after their money source? You know how they make money? With advertisers. Scare the shit out of them. Say, hey, Coca-Cola, do you want to see your ads on a video of a monkey getting their eyeballs drilled out? Do you want that? You want to see a monkey with your advertisers where a baby monkey gets crushed by a person's hand where his eyeballs pop out because of the pressure? No actual snuff videos? And it's perfectly fine on YouTube? Do you want to see children getting hurt? You know, I really want to see a child get exploited while drinking Coca-Cola with your branding on it. That's what you do. But does Deep Humor fucking care? No. He's a scumbag like all these fucking softball glazing fucking unprincipled pricks. And once he gets banned, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to go to his live chat on his other channel and just mock him. Because he doesn't care about the actual issues with YouTube. He doesn't give a shit. He will pander to people like you, to me, but in reality, he doesn't give a shit. He is just a YouTube shill like any other. And if he knew better, if he had principles, and because he has enough reach to talk to bigger YouTubers and convince them to say, hey, let's go after Google, then boom, you win.